I'm meteorologist from City. This is Thursday's MadnessCast, and yesterday, kind of a crazy day across the Mid-Atlantic states. There, a lot of thunderstorms, hail, high winds, heavy rain, flooding, all that kind of stuff occurred across the Delmarva, Philadelphia area. Not much in the New York City as I thought. There was thunderstorms up there, but not as much severe weather. And then we had the splattering of the southwest monsoon storms out and through here, and some storms up here as the seeding of the severe weather coming up for tomorrow. All right, on the satellite picture this morning, the cold front has gone on through. The dew points have come down here, so the humidity's down, but that rancid smoke is still out into the Ohio Valley and it's coming back in again. It's just not, seriously speaking, folks, this smoky stuff is not going to go away. As long as we got these forest fires going on up through Canada and out through the west, it's not going to go away too soon. So our sky's going to remain kind of murky, at least for the next couple of weeks here, until things get under control. These are big fires that are going on right now. The let's see here. You can see the what's left of the monsoon thunderstorms yesterday. More will be coming up today. Flash flooding problems out there as well. And a little front right here is going to produce some storms today through this area, and then severe weather tomorrow over here, and then Saturday it'll be here, and Sunday it'll be here. So it's going to come up over the ridge like this, which is typical of summertime when you get these big ridges built in and the heat starts to build in. The thunderstorms like to play around the top of the ridges on the outskirts of the heat. Okay. Tropic wise, this is silly. I saw this yesterday and it's still silly. They get an X over Georgia. All right, there's a 10% chance that something that's over Georgia is going to develop into a tropical system. All right, let's just move on. I'm not even going to comment on that. All right. This has been a silly year of tropics. Naming storms while they after they make landfall. It's just, I don't know what the heck they're doing. All right, still nothing really going on out there. There's one spinner out here right now, but nothing that imminent over the next 2 weeks is coming. And the radar picture this morning, pretty clean out there. A couple thunderstorms up in here and a couple of leftover showers out, but not a lot going on across the country. And our surface map, a few thunderstorms down across the south today, the monsoon storms out through the west. Flash flooding is the biggest problem out in that area, and some thunderstorms up through the northern plains could get a little frisky today. The nastier storms are coming tomorrow up and through here, northern Minnesota, Dakotas, down in Dakotas, maybe as far south as Nebraska. Still not a bad day up in through the Appalachians and northeast there, low dew point air. Temperatures moderately warm. Okay, don't worry, the heat and humidity is coming back, folks. It always does. All right. And one of the things we're kind of looking at now is this heat that's going to be building up out here in the plains. It's going to get hot out there, really, really hot across the plains. 110-degree air is going to develop, and occasionally, that high temperatures are going to break off and come flying across the Ohio Valley into the east, and then downslopes here. So areas from New York City down to the Carolinas could see a day of 100 degrees, 90s for sure. We've had a lot of 90s, but it could see a 100-degree heat day coming into the eastern part of the country. The dew points are going to be really getting high out here, so mix that with the heat and the humidity, it's going to feel awful. So there's a really kind of the air mass that is building up, that's going to build up from the plains all the way in the eastern part of the country, is not going to be the most delightful. All right, a few storms up here today, monsoon storms across Arizona, and then tomorrow risk of severe weather up here across the northern plains states. We'll get that in a second. Then it starts to cascade down across the Great Lakes on Saturday, and obviously the flash flooding is the risk of flash flooding out through Arizona and New Mexico is going to be higher because of the monsoon thunderstorms that develop. You can see these thunderstorms today coming out of Montana into the Dakotas, And then tomorrow we got these nasty storms up here. More hailstorms and damaging winds. There could be a tornado or two up here. It is tornado season for the northern plain states. This is typically when you start getting that, severe weather up there. And this is the heat Monday. So you can see hundreds, well in 90s, New York City, all over the place here. 100-degree heat. It's a lot of the country. Probably, if you look at the country, well over 50% of the country is going to be hot. No doubt about it. Okay. Now, with the heat comes thunderstorms. All right. So we said Saturday there's going to be some severe storms coming across the Great Lakes. Sunday there's going to be a band of thunderstorms across the Northeast into the Appalachians and the High Valley. What's new? And severe weather is going to be mixed in with those storms. It'll be hot out ahead of that. And then those thunderstorms will move down in the Carolinas and Virginia on Monday. It could be severe down there as well. So you get the heat build up, you get the humidity build up, you got to get the thunderstorms. All right. And then that process starts all over again up here to the northern plains as the heat activates the storms. And then as we go into next week here, the problem we're going to have next week, I think, is going to be a headache of a week. I can see it coming. So you're going to get this heat that's going to start to move into this northwesterly flow aloft. And you're going to, I'm telling you, eventually we're going to get these big convective clusters that are going to start to develop across the Great Lakes. They're going to go zipping south. And if we get a jet interact with that, we get one of these Del Recho windstorms come flying out of the Great Lakes heading southeast bound. So, I just see next week being a real headache of a week. And then it turns blue. That's what this guy should look like, blue. But anyway, it's going to be a really nasty time in terms of the heat and thunderstorms coming up here from next week into August. There's just going to be a lot of severe weather to deal with through this part of the country, as well as this heat wave that's going to be developing out here, and then heat coming east ahead of the thunderstorms. And temperatures well in the 90s and 100 degrees in some places. So not the most delightful weather pattern coming. Okay, could be worse. Could be snowing. Yay! It's going to be snowing in about 6 months from now. All right, that's it for now. Meteorologist, Mark City.